So Regulation MB just dropped and there's a lot of mons and items added, but I will say some of this is very surprising. So starting with the mons, we knew about the 2 Mega Raichus, a Vile Plume, I don't think that will add that much. We get Quillfish, I don't think that will add that much. We get the Hoenn starters, those are a little more interesting. You know, we have Blaziken, speed boost, pretty good. Mega Blaziken is exciting, I don't know how good it'll actually be. Swampert, Mega Swampert. Now, Mega Swampert is cool, but in a world of Charizard clicking Solar Beam, I don't know how excited you really are. But Mudkip was like my first starter ever, so I really want to play with that. We have Mawile and Mega Mawile. That is, I think, a bigger deal. The only issue is, of course, it's a steal. I don't know. If you look at this list, and again, we'll go through it real quick, I don't see that many real good Zard counters, and I see a lot of Floette counters, though. So we have also Metagross. Yeah, people thought it wasn't coming, but yes, here it is. No Salamence, though, but Metagross. It did, however, lose Heavy Slam. Of course, I don't know every single move that has been lost so far, but I have gone in-game and checked a few already that caught my attention. So Heavy Slam gone from Metagross. That's at least a pretty big deal. We have Staraptor with Mega Staraptor. This one got Contrary in terms of Mega ability. We got Musharna, if you think that matters. We got a Scolipede and Mega Scolipede. We got Scrafty and Mega Scrafty. Mega Scrafty got Intimidate. Not the most exciting ability. It would have been nice if it, you know, got something else. Mega Scolipede got Shell Armor. Then we got Electros, and the bigger Electros got a new ability that's basically like combining a stat boost, kind of like as one or Beast Boost or whatever, with its Levitate. The stat boost happens after it KOs something. Then we got Pyroar, and of course the Mega Pyroar. Mega Pyroar got Fire Main, which is just a flat 50% boost to its fire moves. We got Malamar and Mega Malamar. Sadly, Mega Malamar got Contrary. I know some people were hoping for something more, you know, new. We got Barbaracle and Mega Barbaracle. Mega Barbaracle is just Tough Claws. We got Dragalge and Mega Dragalge, and Mega Dragalge actually got Regenerator. That's an interesting ability for sure. From all the Megas I've seen so far, I actually am most interested in Mega Dragalge. Well, again, this is day 1, hour 0. Of course, it's all still new and fresh. That one's interesting. Then we have Grimmsnarl, and it lost Thunder Wave. Yeah, so the most frustrating thing about Grimmsnarl is gone, but this also means that Grimmsnarl no longer has that really solid speed control, so I don't actually know how good it is going to be. Because the great thing about Grimmsnarl was always you set up your screens, and then if you have a somewhat slower partner, you can just start Thunder Waving opponents and you can start using that slower partner. Now without that, I don't know. I'm wondering if you maybe often will go for like Klefki and stuff instead. And we have Phalanx and Mega Phalanx. Mega Phalanx got Defiant. I don't know how interesting that is going to be, but alright. We have Overquill, the fancy version of Quillfish, I guess. We get Houndstone, so Last Respect is... I mean, it's in the game, but I don't think you're going to play Houndstone. But you could. Maybe in some type of sand team. It's an interesting option. Then we have Annihilate. And now when I saw Annihilate, I thought, oh my god, this is going to be so strong. It's going to be final gambiting Megas. But no, it lost Final Gambit. So yeah, if you were hoping for Annihilate to be incredible, I'm sorry. I mean, it's still going to be good. They also nerfed Rage Fist. I don't know if it'll be much worse. I didn't see the exact numbers, but apparently Rage Fist now resets when Annihilate switches out, which I think is fair. It used to be the case where it would just not. And then also the maximum BP it gets is capped. I don't know where it's capped though. But of course, losing Final Gambit is a big deal because this means in closed Team Sheet, you no longer have to gamble whether it's gonna like Choice Scarf Coaching, Choice Scarf Final Gambit, or just be a normal Mon with bulk up. So not having that in closed Team Sheet ladder, I think is pretty good, honestly. Even though I would have liked to mess around with Choice Scarf, Final Gambit, U-turn type of sets, I think in closed Team Sheet this was kind of a terrorist, and playing global challenges against this thing was always super frustrating. And we have Goldengo. Now Goldengo Make It Rain not only lost some accuracy, but it also now drops 2 stat stages instead of 1. So that is a big nerf. I'm not sure why they did that, because if you think about the current format, like Zard Y is like everywhere, King Gambit is everywhere, like Bask is everywhere. Do you really need gold to be weaker? I don't know. I'm not so convinced. I think gold now is like significantly weaker. If you enjoy this type of update content, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm always keeping you in the loop with everything Pokemon Champions. Now, in terms of items, we have Wide Lens. So this is very spooky because Population Bomb from Mousehold is going to hit like a truck. Then we got these other ones, not that interesting, you know, Expert Belt and so forth. I mean, some mons might use some of these items, but they're not super common. Light Clay, pretty cool. So it makes your screens last longer. This is something Grimmsnarl fans will enjoy. The issue, of course, again, Grimmsnarl not having Thunder Wave. Maybe you can put it on Klefki and so forth. Life Orb, however, really important. I mentioned this before in a previous video, but the fact that Garchomp Rock Slide now probably takes out almost every Zard, and then also Garchomp now one-hit KOs each other, is a very big deal. So I expect Life Orb. Of course, we're gonna see what other mons it can be put on. It can probably put on many mons, but Garchomp is like the first thing you think of when you think of the previous best teams of the format. Lens, Metronome, Heavy Ball, the Weather Rocks, Shell Bell, all these other items aren't that impactful from a first glance, and then of course all of the Mega Stones. So when you look at these, honestly, you mostly look at Wide Lens, Live Orb, maybe Light Clay, and the rest. Alright, cool, more items, the better. And we also got some new clothing, interesting, if you like the ZA edgy guy, and if you like the streamer esports girl. I really like the Phalanx Pokeball belt though, that's pretty cool. That is all. My metal band is releasing a new song in a few weeks. You can pre-save it right now.